Moving on, let's today do part 3 of our grammar topic, active to passive voice. In our part 1, we had explained the major changes that take place from active to passive voice. In part 2, we have seen how the tense form changes. In all the 12 different tenses, how its form changes. Now in part 3, let's see if a sentence is in the interrogative form in the active voice, what changes take place in the passive form. First major point, its interrogative nature will remain same. So a question mark will remain same at the end. But there are few words that can get changed. Students, what I'm going to explain just now is not there in any of the books in this form. As they say, every teacher has his or her own way of giving tricks and tips to learn any subject. So this is my way of explaining this point. Let's see one example over here. Do they help me? Do they help me? Now this sentence is in active voice. I have to change this into passive voice. Now I have written over here, am I helped by them? Now if a sentence is in simple present tense, then these are the co-words we can say. Do, does, is, am, are. Now why I call them co-words? If a sentence is starting by any one of these words, then in the passive voice again it will start with one of these co-words only, depending on your object, which word coordinates with your object. Fine. Now do they help me? Now which word out of these will coordinate with me? Me means I. Do I? Does I? Is I? Am I? Are I? So this word, am I helped by them? Fine. So this is a way of changing the first word, and the rest will change as our simple active to passive rules. That means the verb will be in the third form only and by word will be written. Fine. Do they help me? Am I helped by them? So let's see one more example. Does she not obey the teachers? Are the teachers not obeyed by her? First word is does. Again, let's see which word will coordinate with teachers. Do teachers, does teachers, is teachers, am teachers, are teachers. So are, since this is plural. Are the teachers not obeyed by her? Third form of this, obeyed. Right? So this is easy. We can say do, does, is, am, are. These are your simple present tense coordinating words, and these are the co-words also for your active to passive interrogative sentences. See, this is easy way of learning it. Let's see our next word, who. The co-word for this is by whom. Let's see one example. Who teaches you Hindi? Now we have to change this into passive. By whom are you taught Hindi? Right? Instead of who, by whom are you taught Hindi? Fine. Let's see the next example. Has, have. Now these two words are co-words to each other also. If a sentence starts with has and the object is plural, then in passive you're going to use the word have. Has he broken the glasses? Now we have to change this. Now since this object is in plural form, so we'll use the other co-word have. Have the glasses been broken by him? Why been? Because since this is your present perfect, and if you remember the rules of present perfect, in all your perfect tenses, been word is added. So we have added been plus third form, and the co-word for has is have, and this is plural, so we have started it with have. If this word glasses was singular word glass, then it would have remained same. Has the glass been broken by him? Was, were, did. If a sentence starts with one of these, then in the passive voice, again it will start with one of these. Let's take one example of did. Did they dig a pit? We have to change this into passive. Now, I can start with was, were, or did. Right? Now, whichever word coordinates with this word pit, we'll use that. Was a pit, were a pit, did a pit. So, the word that coordinates is was. Was a pit dug by them. See, so we can say was, were, did are the three co-words. Next, let's go to our word had. The co-word for this is had only. If in active it starts with had, in passive also it will start with had. Had she cooked the food? Had the food been cooked by her? Fine. The co-word will remain, the first word we can say it will remain same, and the rest change will depend upon the basic rules of passive. Cooked, this was your past perfect. So past perfect means use of been plus the third form, and had will remain same. Next, let's see our last point. If a sentence starts with will or shall, the co-word is will only. Right? Let's see one example. Will you meet the postman? The answer, will the postman be met by you? If any sentence starts with shall, in passive, will only will be used. If you can see which tense is this, this is your simple future. So that's why we have used the word be over here. Now let's see the last part of explanation of active to passive voice. We have seen the major changes, we have seen how the tense form changes, we have seen how the interrogative form changes. Now let's see if an active sentence has modal in it. Now what are modals? This is one big major grammar topic which you must have done. In very simple terms, modals are the words which show your subject's ability or the possibility of an action being done. Then let's see one example. We must obey the rules. Fine. So this sentence has a modal in it. Must is one modal word. Now the rule says if a sentence has a modal in it, then we can add be word to it. Let's see. The rules must be obeyed by us. We'll follow the simple rules of active to passive. The flip is there and the third form of your verb will be there, plus the modal will be there, which is there in the question, plus we will add one be word. Right? The rules must be obeyed by us. Let's see one more example. She might purchase a flat. In this sentence, might is your modal. Right? Now let's change into passive. As we said, if a modal word is there, then we'll use the word be. Rest, the normal changes are there. A flat might be purchased by her. In this, you can see pronoun change also is there. Verb has been used in third form, and with might modal, we have used the word be. So these were the modal changes. Now let's go to the last part. If a sentence is in imperative form, if your active sentence is in imperative form, which change can you do? Now what are imperative sentences? When you give command or you ask somebody to do something. Do not tease the baby. Right? Now the basic rule of imperative sentence from active to passive is let your sentence start with let and add be word. Now do not tease the baby. Let the baby be not teased. Why tease? The third form, as we know, in passive voice will be used. Let the baby be not teased. Simple flip is also there. You have started with let and be word has been added. Yes, we can do it in this form also. You are advised not to tease the baby. Both ways we can use. Let's see one more example. Please do it. Now, this is one imperative sentence. Please do it. Let it be done. If you want to change it to passive, we can write it like this. Let it be done. Or you can write it. You are requested to it. You are requested to do it. Right? So these are the two ways in which we can change our imperative sentences. With this, we come to the end of explanation of our topic, active to passive voice.